Okay, well, it is Whiskey Wednesday, and last week I had to do it all by myself with the help of Kathy, our neighbor, who made sure that I had the sound right and that the screen was right and all of that. And this week I'm joined by like a plethora of people. So first, James is back, thankfully, so my head QC for this. And then really good friends of ours, Donna and Bob, they lived next door to us up in Springfield. They are passing through and getting to spend a day or so with us, and we were super excited to include them with this. And I'm going to kind of walk you through what we would do as a typical tasting if somebody came in new. So if you haven't been and you're watching us on Whiskey Wednesday, let us know. Just send us a note that this is your first time, just so we know who's new. And if there's any questions you have, James will be pulling out his phone and monitoring in case there are comments and questions. So please feel free to do that. So what I'm going to typically, when people first come into the distillery and they've never been before, and they'll say, gosh, tell us what you make and that, we kind of go through the history of what we do with our whiskeys, and then I find out whether or not they do drink whiskey, and if they have a favorite drink or that I might be able to modify to that. So if you've been here and I've done that, if you have a favorite one, just give me a holler as to which one you like. But today I'm going to do it because I know Bob and Donna. I know Bob likes it strong, and I know Donna prefers Riesling. So, so we're going to do what we can to accommodate her as best I can. So, I think the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to go easy into stronger, just to make sure that she's kind of enjoying what she likes in that. And the first one I'm going to do is with our peach whiskey. This was one that people have mentioned and brought up and said that they've done at home, and we're going to do a peach Arnold Palmer with that. And I think that that's going to just have a really good flavor to it. And that I'm going to make one for James and one for Bob and Donna to share, and then we're going to do that for 3, which is the 3 for our tasting, which is what we typically do for our tasting now. So the first thing I like to do when you guys do a tasting is to give you a taste of the whiskey neat, if you'd like to do that, just so that you recognize it in the cocktail, because sometimes it gets in that cocktail and you just don't taste it. It's not very pronounced. It gets hidden, secret, deadly. So I'm going to do this with our peach. You guys, this peach has been just flying off the shelf. We did a couple hundred bottles of sales last month, so we really, really appreciate what everybody embraced the new peach and that for us, and it was just fun to mix with it and that. So thank you guys for that. So this is the peach. It's at 60 proof. It is an aged whiskey. It has natural peach flavoring in it. We like it in particular with Sprite. It's one of our favorite ways to mix it. And then today I'm going to make it super smooth with the Arnold Palmer. So I'm going to start with our little tasting glasses. We've gravitated towards these. We are still doing these large cocktails to go, but you guys really embraced these tastings to go last weekend that we did it. So I'm going to make 2 of these, one for James and one for Bob and Donna to share, which is what a lot of people were doing last weekend when they came to do the tastings. And I just need to grab a quick. I forgot this one has the 1 ounce. I unfortunately had to watch myself with measuring last weekend. So I'm going to put 1 ounce of the. I'm not going to do that because that's. Shoot.
Troll run.
Woo! I need to organize myself a little bit better. I'm going to put 1 ounce of the peach whiskey in these tasting glasses. If I was doing this in the tall mason jar, I would do the full shot, full 1.5 ounces in that. So the peach whiskey in there, I'm going to do, this is just a Lipton sweet tea that I made, and I'm going to do this to the halfway mark, which, as you guys know, is right at the Springfield line. It marks it halfway, and then I'm going to top this with lemonade. My preference is simply lemonade. If you guys like Country Time or store brand or that, I just like the Simply Lemonade because it's really got a tartness. You guys, these are not going to be warm. I mean, these are going to be warm, not cold. And the reason is that we do these with lids so that they can take them to go. Because through the ABC and that, we're not allowed to do tastings in the tasting room right now. So This has got a little lemon in there. I'm going to give this to you guys to share, and I can give you a cup of ice if you guys would like to try it with some ice.
So if you come to the distillery this weekend and you order the tasting to go, you can get 3 of these for $20.
Yeah.
Correct?
That's correct. And they have little lids on them, so
Oh, how cute.
these work really well. I just put the lid on it, and you can take them to go, or if you sip some of it while you're here and then you want to take the rest home, this would be perfect for you because a lot of women are saying that you can put the lid on it and fill it with your wine and take your little wine to go. So that was something I learned this weekend with that. So that is the peach Arnold Palmer. How do you like it?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, I think
Peach enough?
Really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's not too much. It's not overpowering.
That's
It's
amazing.
Good.
yeah, it's not like It's not like some of the ones where if it says peach, it smacks you in the face with peach. This is subtle enough, but you can still taste it.
Yeah.
But I think you could do this one with just lemonade or just iced tea too. I think
You
that
could.
peach would be really good with either of those.
Yeah, but I'm not a big iced tea fan,
Right.
so the Arnold Palmer does it for me. So it's good. I like it.
That was the drink James ordered on one of our very first dates. Was an Arnold Palmer. I don't know if you remember that, but I
do remember that.
Yeah. So
Now
the
you
next
do.
one, because I've already poured my honey. This one was a cocktail that I did. Kat and I were trying to remember this. I was asking her today. I think I did it in the fall, but it was super popular, and I just thought it was really refreshing, so I wanted to bring it back because it is done with the palm juice and pineapple juice. I'm using our honey whiskey, which is at 90 proof, so I think it has a really good flavor, and it has enough robustness that you will taste it through the 2 strong juices that we're using, which is the palm juice and the pineapple juice. I think that they both have got a pretty strong flavor, so I think this honey does really well with this. So I'm going to do...
If I'd known I was going to be this thirsty today, I would have drunk a lot more last night. So this is doing real good.
It's really refreshing.
I don't know if that was quite possible, but... This is the, and I'm just going to top this off. So I did half with the pomegranate and then half with the pineapple. The garnish for this one, I really like the orange with this. I just think that the orange gives it a nice zesty flavor to it. And I'm going to do this one for you guys. So this is yours. Let me take a little sip.
Have you done a trial run on this one?
This one's a little bit heavy on the palm juice. I should have gone a little bit heavier on the pineapple juice. So take a good swig. I'm going to add a little more pineapple to it.
I think it tastes good. Try it.
Yeah.
See if you think it needs more pineapple.
You want a little pineapple in yours?
Actually, it's fine.
Not your
Yeah.
favorite? Okay.
I'm not a fan, but other people would like it. It's not offensive.
You can also, if you do this in this jar, and if you take this to go, I would top it with a little bit of Sprite. That if James doesn't like it with the juice in that, you can top it with Sprite or and give it a little bit of carbonation or ginger ale. I think would be
I would
good
like to
depending
try
on
that.
that.
Can I try that?
Yeah. Would you like me to maybe add this to the big one? Do you want just a little bit of Sprite in here? Or do you want me to make a new one?
The
that
new
it's
one without the
a new
pineapple
one
juice. I
without
just
the-
want the palm and the Sprite.
and the Sprite. Okay.
If you don't mind.
The palm spritzer.
There you go.
Okay. Would you guys like to try that as well? A little bit with just
You could
the...
actually just put it right on top.
On top
and
of yours?
I think it'll
Okay.
be fine because we both like the pineapple anyway. So
I'm the only one who's been.
More so she could get it in there.
Well,
I'm being fussy.
I'll do that with less pomegranate juice.
Thank you.
Topping
I've
it with
had
Sprite.
the honey just on the rocks before, and I've enjoyed that taste. So.
Yeah, the honey's nice.
Oh, that's a little reminder. I forgot to give you your little taste. So,
And Paige Harvey said, how about seltzer to cut down on the sweetness? Yes, certainly. Good idea. In fact, there's somebody in the room who, every time they open a seltzer, somehow managed to put a shot of whiskey inside it as well.
Speaking of that, let me just tell you guys about my new favorite seltzer. This, I want to say I got this, maybe I got it at Walmart. I'm not sure which one I got it, if I got it at Food Lion or at Walmart. But it is the Limoncello LaCroix. If you guys have not tried this, this is probably my new favorite. James, you even like this one?
Yeah, it was
I
good.
actually added the Irish cream whiskey to it, but I would also do the 90 honey. But this one, take a good drink out of it, put your little shot in there, and you got your own little Truly or White Claw to go. So if you guys do want to cut your calories in that, that's how I typically drink these at home. But absolutely, there's a, I think it's a blueberry pomegranate or something that is a seltzer that Bubbly's making. I would totally do this with just a splash of the pomegranate if you want to cut back. Or one of the 5-calorie ocean spray juices. I think those are really good. So what do you think of that with the Sprite? Do you prefer that with the honey and the Sprite?
I prefer that one.
Yeah.
Do you want to top these off with a little bit of
for
Sprite
sure.
and see how that goes down?
See if you guys like this with. I'm not sure you're a huge pomegranate juice fan anyway.
Yeah, I can take it or leave it. I'd probably, in fact, with that, I'd probably do the honey, the pineapple juice, and the Sprite. But we'll save that for another week.
Okay, we'll save that for another week. I'm going to give, Donna I know is not going to go for this 90 honey. So I'm going to give a taste to Bob because he remembers this one.
Yep.
And this is one that I would do with like orange pineapple juice and Sprite for Donna if we were going to be doing something different. That pineapple
Yes.
with the honey and the Sprite would be really good for her with that one. Okay.
I don't feel the need to mask it.
Yeah.
So good.
It's still good.
You just want it out of the bottle.
Yeah, put it on the rocks and it's good. Maybe a little bit of Sprite.
Okay.
A little bit of ice. Good
Yeah.
to go.
Just a little bit of honey.
That's good.
I'm going to give them, just because he likes the honey so much and they haven't tasted it, I'm going to give Bob and Donna just a little taste of the maple because they haven't tried this yet, just to give them a little bit of something different. Donna, I think you'll be able to do this one.
Not that bad.
She drank many of these in Quebec.
Well,
I guess
well,
they,
it was low. What else are you gonna do?
So that's the maple whiskey, just to give them a little taste of something a little bit different. So if they really like the honey, but maybe it's a little bit
Sweet.
strong.
It's good.
For Donna, I would ease her into that maple. So, all good?
yeah.
Everybody's good on these so far? Okay. So the last cocktail that we're going to do this week, and I'm torn between whiskeys on this, and I'm torn between what ginger ale. So I might do 2 versions of this just so you guys can see how I would differ with this. When we first opened, the very first whiskey that we introduced was this scratch corn whiskey. And just being 100% honest, this was really difficult for me to drink, to mix. I just couldn't quite figure it out. And it's taken me some time to really realize how I like the flavors in that and what I like it with. But one of the ones I really like it with is this with ginger ale and a squeeze of lime. So what I'm going to do is make like a limeade drink with this. I'm going to make this 2 different ways. I'm going to do it as a scratch, limeade, and ginger ale. And then I'm going to do it with the
I was sad to see the El Camino is no longer. I guess.
El Camino's gone.
I know. He decided he liked the F-150 so much better. So
But it doesn't have a swimming pool in the back.
no, it doesn't. Okay, so I put 1 ounce of the scratch corn whiskey in this one. I did half limeade, and I'm going to do half ginger ale. This would be just a regular cocktail that I would do in the tasting room. I really like this limeade. If you like the Simply Lemonade, that limeade is sweet enough. I've done it with the cherry 7-Up. I've done it with a little bit of honey simple syrup in there. I just like the lime in it just to have something a little bit different than if I was going to do a regular one. I'm going to take a little sip of this one.
Okay. Thank you.
I like that with the corn whiskey.
That's refreshing. Let's see though.
You want the bold.
No. I like this, but I'm curious if she likes it because I'm not sure if she's a limeade fan.
Add ice, and it would be so
Oh,
nice to
that's
sit
the winner
outside.
That's the
today.
kid.
That's the winner one
Yeah.
today? Okay,
Yeah.
so I just
That's
want to
really
do
good.
it a little bit different with the 1842 in case somebody wants it like a mule. I would
Okay.
I would do this just a little bit different where I would take the 1842 whiskey just to have a little bit more kick to it. It's not much different because the corn whiskey is at 90 and the 1842 is at 100 proof, but very, very smooth. I'm going to do the same thing by just adding the limeade to it. And then I'm going to use the bold ginger ale. This one, if you can't find the Gosling's ginger beer or any of your ginger beers, or if ginger beer has just a bit too much bite to it, I have found that this adds the kind of kick of the ginger, but also much friendlier, and it makes a really good version of a mule.
And Kat made a comment, I presume it's Kat. She said that the blackberry would be good in that as
Blackberry would be very good in that.
well. Yeah.
Blackberry's good in everything.
Blackberry's good with everything.
And it improves your dancing skills too. It makes you interesting to talk to. Turns you into a great conversationalist.
So this, Donna, I'm going to warn you, is going to taste a lot more like whiskey. Oh gosh, I don't know.
I don't think so. We'll see. I think it's solid. It's good.
Which one do you prefer of the... So I guess we could do it as a regular. It could be the ginger ale version, or if somebody wants a little bit more.
I like the 1842.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, it's a more rounded
I think
out.
with that lime is really good. It's
You
going
like
to
the
be
light
much
one, I like the
more
dark one.
like muley, but a whiskey mule. And I think with the lime, I think it just adds a really good flavor to it. So
No, I like the 1842 of the two. But they're both good.
okay.
And you know, just that poured over ice all day
yeah.
long.
So I just wanted to do one more just because I'm very fond of Donna's dad. We call him Stosh. He's known as Stosh. I think he's absolutely hysterical.
He thinks he's
He
hysterical
thinks he's
too.
hysterical. I wish could come one time because
No.
you guys would find him hysterical. But
Not on live TV.
no, we were living next door to them, and there was a night that I was getting a severe cold. I mean, it was not pretty. My nose. We went over to play cards, and I graciously brought my cold with me to them. And Stosh goes back in, and he finds this bottle of his apple pie. So it's obviously his concoction of his moonshine, of who knows what whiskeys and that. But we took this thing out, and he put a little bit in this coffee mug for me and heated it up. And I am here to tell you that it is a cure-all. So what I would like to do is make my version of what would be an apple pie for Stosh, so that hopefully we can get him to try some of this with that. What I'm going to do is take an ounce of the brown sugar cinnamon whiskey and put that in, so you've got that spice, so I don't have to go and get cinnamon sticks and all that. It's all in there. I'm going to take a little bit. These are my favorite juices, these Simply juices. I just think that they've got such great natural flavors in them. I think it pairs really well with the whiskeys. And I'm going to do half of the apple in this. And then I'm going to top this with Sprite, only because I want it to be a little bit more summery, like a spritzer type. Let's see. I'm totally winging this one tonight, but I was in the grocery store and I thought, gosh, I really should do an apple version for Stosh. So
It's all his fault.
as if he was here. And I'm going to do lemon just for good measure in that. And we'll give this a try. In the fall,
Don't mention him too much. He'll be calling us asking for royalties next.
yeah, that's true. Let's see what you think.
Stosh is now trademarked. Oh, that's tasty.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yummy.
good.
Does
The-
taste
the-
like apple pie. It tastes like an apple cobbler, like to me.
The brown sugar cinnamon definitely comes through on that. It's
yeah,
good.
just slightly heated for the
Yeah, if we just heated it without the Sprite in it, it would be perfect. You could just do that with the Simply Apple or the warm mulled cider that we always do in the summer. I mean, in the fall.
Put it over
and
ice
that
too.
stuff.
That'd be good.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
do you have a favorite?
I like the Arnold Palmer one.
Okay.
And then the
The peach?
1842.
The 1842. Okay.
I think the limeade and the 1842 are my two
Limeade with
favorites.
the 1842.
I have to go Arnold Palmer and the limeade.
And the limeade
Is
with
there
the
any
regular
more?
scratch and the ginger ale. Okay, well, good. Well, those will be on our tasting menu this weekend, varieties of it. I've got a couple of other ones that I'm going to be playing with, and we'll introduce those tomorrow. Put them on the list so you can come and do your tastings to go. Anything else? What's going on? We have something
Do
Sunday.
we have food trucks?
Sushi.
Oh, we got Sushi Sunday, so that's important. Anybody who knows about Sushi Sunday, we'll see you, I'm sure. Anybody who doesn't know, you're missing out. Highly recommend coming out. Jay does a really good job with his sushi, and for somebody who's allergic to seafood, I look forward to Sushi Sunday. He makes a specific one for me that I don't have to worry about the shellfish, and he'll always do something to accommodate any individual taste. Just tell him what you're looking for. They're very flexible, but their sushi is really good, and we see some people making more than 4 trips back to pick up some more, so that's always a good indicator.
I think that limeade one would be really good with sushi. I think that would just have a really good, that ginger flavor, and
it's all got whiskey in it. It's going to be good with sushi, so it's not a problem. So that's Sunday, Sushi Sunday. Look forward to seeing everybody out here. No food truck on Saturday.
No food trucks on this Saturday.
But we do still have the pimento cheese and the picnic packs, so if you are looking for something to snack on, then just come and see us. But otherwise, another good weekend.
Yeah, good. We hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, we'll be posting the recipes for this weekend. So if you have these whiskeys or are coming to get a whiskey that you can make the cocktails just like we did, we'll be doing these in the tasting glasses, but also you could do them in a full-size cocktail with a mason jar. Each person can do 2. Sip them here, 2 to go, however you guys want to do it. So anyway.
Are we opening early on Sunday or just normal hours?
I think he comes at 12.
Yeah, he'll normally be set up at 12, so if you do come early, he'll probably be ready to go by 12 o'clock. Typically what happens is we end up with people waiting in the parking lot while he turns up, because of course he's got a loyal following. So come on by and we'll see you on Sunday. We'll be around from 12 to 5.
Yep, sounds good. Anyway, thanks you guys for joining us.
Thank you very much. You got to go turn the camera off.
That's my job.
Cheers.
Cheers.